killing you, ass.
Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm doing a makeup toot on this look. I've been kind of in this rut lately where I needed some inspo. I've been so into wearing no eyeshadow lately that I kind of got stuck in that. This palette coming out really helped me come up with something different that I wouldn't normally do. And the palette that I'm talking about is the one that Manny Mua did with Makeup Geek. I'm sure you guys have heard about it already, but if not, I'm gonna show it to you. So I'm loving the packaging on this palette. It's giving me Great Gatsby vibes. I love her logo too, by the way. And then on the back, it says Manny Mua, and these are the colors that he curated, and it has a nice big mirror in it, which is nice. Anyway, here are the 9 shades that are in this palette. Love all of these shades. Just like with any Makeup Geek eyeshadows, they have really nice formula, super buttery, really beautiful palette. You guys should definitely check it out. Congrats Manny, congrats Makeup Geek. It's an awesome palette. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. All right, so the first color I'm gonna start with is Mars from the palette, and this is a deep cherry red, and it's a matte shade. Now when I first started to apply this, I'm using a MAC 217 brush, I thought it was gonna be really red, but it actually ended up turning kind of like a fuchsia pink on me, which I wasn't mad at all. I thought it was a really pretty color. So I'm going to be adding that into my crease and then winging it out, fanning out my eyeshadow, kind of like I'm doing a winged eyeliner. So I'm gonna keep buffing it out until it's nice and blended, and I think if you wanted like more of a cherry color, you could definitely do that by packing on more color, but I wanted this one to be like really nice and blended out and use it as a transition shade. So that's why it's kind of picking up some more of those fuchsia pink tones, but you can see in the crease it definitely has more of a cherry tone. It's a lot deeper in the crease than where I'm blending it out. And then I'm going to lightly pull the shadow down, just that way when I add the lid color, it blends nicely. Next shade I'm gonna take is Aphrodite, and this is a deep plum brown with a matte finish. I was thinking like in my head something like Americano, but this one's even better than Americano for this look. And I'm using a Makeup Geek crease brush, and I'm gonna be just lightly adding it to the outer V just to make it really dramatic on the outer edges. But I don't want you to like really see the browns. I just want it to look like a deeper version of Mars. Now I'm gonna take Insomnia, which is a warm red-brown with blue reflects in it, and this is one of the foiled shadows, and I'm gonna pack it all over the lid using a MAC 239 brush. Just pack it on, and then I'm gonna be blending it upward just a little bit to blend it into the Mars color, but I'm really focusing it on the rest of the lid space. The next shade I'm taking in the palette is Luna, which is a medium rose gold with a foiled finish. And I'm going to be adding that to the inner corner of the eye as a highlight using a pencil brush. Doing the highlight on the inner corner of the eye is like one of my favorite ways to kind of incorporate all the colors and like bring all the colors together. And I just feel like it makes it look a lot more blended out. And that's why I'm using this rose gold instead of a yellow gold, because I feel like it just goes a lot better with the look. Okay, but next I am going to take this shade, which is a muted, more champagne yellow gold. This is called Artemis, but I'm just going to add this directly on top of the very inner corner, just that tear duct section, just to make it a little bit brighter. But you can still see the rose gold more so than the champagne gold. And now we're going to start adding to that lower lash line. So I'm heavily buffing Mars on the lower lash line using a Morphe E36 brush, and I wanted to make it really bold, so I'm adding it a little bit heavier than what I normally do. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of the Aphrodite shade to the lower lash line, and I'm using a Sigma flat definer brush. This is one of the brushes that was in the I Love Seta collection of her favorites. I've been using these brushes a lot lately, they're amazing. So I'm just gonna be buffing this into the lower lash line. Again, just trying to make the Mars shade look a little bit deeper. Then you can just add a little bit more highlight to the inner corner if you want, you know. I'm always game for a little bit more highlighter. And now I'm going to be adding a little bit of black liner, not a wing, just adding black liner to the top lash line. And I'm using my Inglot Gel Liner number 77, and this is another one of those brushes from the Sigma I Love Seta collection. Now I'm gonna apply some mascara. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. Very sexy, very volumizing. And for the waterline, I'm gonna be using the NARS pencil. This is the nude shade. Love this one. This is a great way to brighten up your eyes. I feel like it also makes your eyes look a little bit more dramatic too, even though you're not like supposed to see it. And you know I'm coming in hot with those queen bee lashes. Coming in hot. These are my favorite lashes. I don't know what to say. I always try different ones, but I always end up coming back to these. They're my babies right now. Love them. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the face. And my face is really shiny right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I did put on oil. Not on my whole face, but it kind of gets around. I've been using the Tarte Maracuja oil on my under eyes. I do it every morning and every night. And I did it in the middle of the day today because I have like this stripe right here on my under eye. Right there, it feels like crocodile skin. I don't know what it is, and it's actually like darker. Like it looks like it has a tan. I'm like, why is my face doing this to me? I don't know what it is. So I'm using that and this Murad. It's like a lightening thing. So I'm testing it out. I'll let you guys know how it goes for me, but if you're wondering why my face is so shiny compared to normal. Anyway, so for foundation today, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, and I'm mixing beige and bisque neutral, which is the shade that I used in my last couple of videos. So I mixed them together to get a nice medium neutral shade, and I'm gonna be using the Marc Jacobs The Face brush. And then primer today, I also use the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer, which I think makes your face look kind of shiny as well. I'm going for whatever's the most hydrating thing I can possibly find right now. Forgot you only need like a drop of this foundation. And a little bit more of the beige because I'm looking a little pale in comparison to my shoulders right now. I'm gonna apply with a duo fiber. This is the duo fiber F50 from Sigma, also part of that I Love Serai collection. So I'm just stippling some of the beige, the darker one in here. It's still pretty off, but you know what? Sometimes shit happens. This, honestly, this brown crust right here, that's not even my color. It's about to fall off like in 1 second. It's so dry. So we're just gonna act like this is the color it's supposed to be. I'm gonna layer a little bit of NARS custard and a little bit of the Sephora buttercream for a highlight. All right, I feel like my highlighter is blending into my foundation. That's how I know my foundation's a little light. Does it look really weird? Just tell me. Okay, and then I'm going to set my under eyes with my Laura Mercier powder, and I did get the no color powder. I ordered it from Camera Ready Cosmetics and some other things. So hopefully that'll come in this week and I can play with it because I'm like dying to try a new powder. I'm so over this one. And this next step, this has become like my new favorite part. The Sephora drops. All right, so now I'm gonna set the powder highlight with the Tarte Skin Twinkle palette. It's been my go-to highlight as of lately, the Champagne Gold. And then I'm gonna put it right on top of the drops. Just kind of stir it in here. What step's next, do you know?
What I would do?
What would you do?
Bronzer helmet.
Bronzer helmet. You're right. I'm gonna put a little bit of setting powder though first, is that okay?
That's not what I would do.
No?
That's a big mistake.
Big mistake. Now you get it. You get the bronzer helmet now. Should we use Give Me Sun today? Really gotta spend some time giving myself that helmet today. Okay, so I'm actually gonna be using the new Makeup Geek contour color. This is complicated. It's not actually complicated. The color is called complicated. This is cool medium. And I love that it says on the back what it is, like cool medium. Also have warm medium right here, but it looks a little intense. So I'm gonna go with cool medium. I feel like this is a good shade. And I'm gonna go with my Marc Jacobs brush. This is the one that gives like more of a fierce contour. This one's called the Blush. I feel really cut right now, I want you to know that. I got them crisp brown cheekbones right now. You know what I'm saying? Right? All right, so for blush today, I'm gonna use Ofra. This is the color Format. Is this a good color blush, do you think, or is it too bronze? Let's press the reset button.
Got it.
No.
Rolling.
I'm gonna go with Sincere from MAC. I feel like this is a good shade. I feel like my eyes are so strong. I don't want like a strong ass blush, you know? All right, and then I'm gonna do a little contour on my nose using that same Makeup Geek shade that I used on my cheeks with a Morphe E13 brush. Alright, so next, I still have to put mascara on my lower lashes. You know, I like to use waterproof mascara on my lower lashes or else it gets everywhere. It's also a newer development. So I'm gonna go with the liquid lipstick from Ofra because I've been loving their liquid lipsticks lately. But for starters, I'm gonna use the LA Girl lip liner in the color Natural. And then I'm wearing the Ofra liquid lipstick in Sao Paulo. How do you say that? Sao Paulo. Alright, so that wraps up this makeup tutorial. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I really like this look. I know I tweeted you guys I was in a makeup rut. A lot of you guys came through with some ideas, some inspo, things that you would like to see, so thank you. Feeling really good about it. I'm also feeling really good about this palette. Manny did an amazing job coming up with all the shades in here. It actually, you know, it inspired me to like try something new just because the colors in here, like I could easily make a look out of like, you know, these 3 colors, which is like my go-to. But the other colors in here I really liked. I think it's a really amazing palette, so you guys should definitely check it out. Other than that, that wraps up this makeup tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, what's next?